Hello everyone and welcome back to our event here. I can't believe what the event we've had over the past day. I know we had a bit of a rough start at the beginning, but we got through it. We're on our final session with Harriett from ORdigiNAL. I'm really looking forward to listening to her talking about all the tools in Dragon and a few of the little features I think that she's going to talk about as well. We've had an amazing event. We've had Deborah, of course, at the beginning from Dyslexia Box. We've had Matt Dean from AppWorks. We've had Lauren from OrCam. We've had Liam, we've just had Liam from Matchware, and of course we've got Harriett here from ORdigiNAL. And then what we're going to do is we've got a few questions that we've had coming in on the chat. If you do want to ask me a question, I'm going to answer some of the questions that people have put in. They're going to appear on screen and we're going to answer them for you to talk about a few things there. And at the very end, I'm just going to let you know how you can get hold of people at Dyslexia Box to support you in the workplace. So Harriett, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good. I'm really looking forward to listening to you. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hand over to Harriett now to go through her presentation. Over to you, Harriett.
Thank you. So last session of the day, I hear. So hopefully everyone's still with us. But I'll be covering today some features in Dragon, in particular Dragon Professional Anywhere, but we'll talk through that. For those who don't know who ORdigiNAL are, which is probably most people, ORdigiNAL are a Dutch company and we specialise in software development and distribution. But I won't be speaking Dutch because I can't speak Dutch. So with Dragon, I find that lots of people know what it is. We think we know how it works. We think we know all about Dragon. So I won't go for too long, but I just wanted to cover some real basics. So with Dragon software, it's incredibly clever, and all we do with our voice is we make a sound. That sound to us is a word, but for us, we're just making a noise. So what Dragon does is it's listening for the phonemes that we're creating, and that's where we're putting emphasis on a particular part of the word. We're doing it completely subconsciously, but Dragon is listening for these phonemes. So after listening to these phonemes, it then will think, okay, this could mean this, or it could mean this. So in this example here, you've got the word patience, as in, I require your patience, or patience as in a plural of patient. And those things are pretty much the same word. We say them the same. But what Dragon does is it comes up with this list. Obviously behind the scenes, we don't know this is happening. About us and the context of what we're saying, it knows that we mean the word patient in this example. So it will take the acoustics of what we've said and it will look at our language and it will decide on the best fit. So with Dragon, because of that final word, what we need to do, the more we use Dragon, the more we can get it to hear how we talk and our dialect and our accent, the more accurate it's going to be. So I thought that was just really interesting because people are often saying, like, I have a really thick Scottish accent, it's not going to understand me, or we have someone in our team with a really thick Birmingham accent, and it doesn't matter because it's all down to your phonemes, it's all down to your voice profile. So it's just like a common myth that I wanted to bust here. So moving on, just following on from those basics, based on what we know, an average person types around 40 words per minute, more or less given on what generation you are. With an advanced typist doing about double that, around 80 words per minute. And that could be someone who is a transcriptionist or someone who types on a professional level. So Dragon can create up to 200 words per minute because it can go 5 times quicker than we can. And it's not limited to 5 times quicker. You can do so much more. There's so many features within Dragon, which means you could go as many words as you wanted to. And I love that because people often think, especially, people like me, I'm of a younger generation. I used to be on MSN Messenger after school every night, and I can type extremely quickly. I still have a use case for Dragon. The way that technology is moving, we can get lazier or more efficient, depends on who you're talking to, but the benefits here are clear, really. So whether you do or don't have a disability, there is a clear use case for how you can save time with Dragon. But that's enough about Dragon as a whole. What I wanted to talk to you today about was Dragon Professional Anywhere. So this is the latest, well, it's kind of not the latest, but it's of the latest engine from Nuance, who are the creators of Dragon. And there's loads of great things about this. This is kind of just a really generic overview, but just to give you a flavour. So where I said before, you can create up to 200 words per minute, but actually you can create so many more. We have auto texts. And what that means is you can basically set up a template and use a couple of words to bring that template to life. So I have insert my address, insert my contact details. And that means that I just say that and my address or my contact details come up straight away. I haven't got to format them or type them or even say them. I just have to prompt Dragon to bring up that text. But you can do that with paragraphs and pages if you really wanted to. Some people have insert new client introduction or insert standard opening or something like that. There's so many uses of the auto text, and I think they're a really underplayed benefit of Dragon. And similarly, you have your custom commands, and a command within Dragon is something where you're telling your computer to do something without using your mouse. It's not going to create text, it's just going to do something for you. So I would say open new email, open Outlook, open Microsoft Word. I can then go back and I can say select that and bold it, select that, replace it with this. So there's so many commands inbuilt as well. I would recommend if anyone's looking at Dragon or has Dragon, explore those commands. Make sure that you can really make the most of this software and kind of just put your PC mouse to bed. So I won't go through all of these, but Dragon Professional Anywhere, I mean, the clue's in the title, it's to be used anywhere. This particular piece of software allows you complete flexible access to your voice profile. It means that if you're working from home or if you're working in the office or if you're out on the road, one day that might happen, you can access your voice profile and those auto texts and those commands anywhere. You haven't got to have some big installer. You haven't got to have the program running in the background. You can access it anywhere. So like I say, this looks at the product in quite a generic way. But if we drill down a bit further into Dragon Professional Anywhere, these are some of the highlights of this product. So the accuracy out of the box is second to none. It's brilliant. The accent and dialect detection, is fantastic. Like I say, you can be your thick Scottish accent, you can be me with a Norfolk twang. It's going to know what you're trying to say. And I might have mentioned this, but it's the best engine ever. So the accuracy is brilliant, but in terms of installing the product, it's really easy. It's available as a cloud product. It's available on-premise install, and you can manage all of your profiles centrally. So if you have, I don't know, someone who has a company with 5 people using this product, one person centrally can manage those usernames and passwords. They can allow access, they can restrict access. If you, as one user, comes up with these brilliant auto texts or commands and you think, my colleagues need these, you can share them centrally. It's it's just another tool for you to be more efficient in your day-to-day. And if you're familiar with something like Dragon Professional Group or Dragon Professional Individual, they can require like 16 gig of memory on your PC. And I've got them written down here. The DPA installer is 176 kilobytes. So you think of that versus 16 gig, it's kind of a no-brainer. And then, like I say, it's an anywhere product. You can use it anywhere, access it on any PC where you have this software. You can even create the text in your smartphone, whether it's iOS or Android. You can access those auto texts anywhere, and each user will have a username and password. So there's no going back over someone else's voice profile in error. And then with it being a cloud product for some people, the security is something worth highlighting. It's a question we get all of the time. It's hosted in the UK on a Microsoft Azure server, 256-bit encryption, which is, to a very high standard. And the uptime guarantee is 99.5%. And I've been told the 0.5% is very important. Therefore, it's in the presentation. So these are just some of the applications you can use Dragon in. I mean, we use these all day, every day, don't we? Especially Teams. But you can use them anywhere, and you can use your voice, of course. Those auto texts and those commands can be used in here. You can set up commands on Microsoft Teams to say, unmute me, share my screen, and things like that, hide my video. Or you can customize it however you see fit. So the idea is to create text in any application, anywhere, hence the name. So what I've done earlier in the week, I just recorded a quick demo of this product. So we'll play that in just a second. Obviously, any questions, please send them in. I hope it's nice and clear. So yeah, we'll play that now for you. So, Dragon Professional Anywhere. The install for this application is really straightforward, nice and easy. When you purchase the cloud version, you'll have something we call a click once installer. That means that every time you open the software, it's checking for the latest updates to ensure you're on the latest version. So it just installs onto your PC. I've got a few dragons on here, but I keep mine down here. So each time you open the application, it will ask you to log in. This means that you can access your unique voice profile. So if I log into mine here, it then brings me to a second page where it's just double checking the equipment I'm using. So you've got your microphone options here. I'm wearing a Philips headset, which it's recognized. It also recognizes my inbuilt laptop microphone. We'd always recommend to have a headset or a microphone of some sort because the inbuilt laptop or PC mic isn't great. So it's going to check my language, which is also set as English, and general dictation. That's what I use it for. You can tick this so it doesn't prompt you every time you log in. So we'll OK that, and it's going to take me into the software. It then brings up my Dragon menu. This is what the application looks like. It's nice and small. You can move it around, you can minimize it, and you can bring it back. So you've got your microphone symbol here. When it's red, it shows that Dragon isn't listening. It will turn green when Dragon is listening. You've also got on the other side your Dragon bar menu, which is where you can manage all of your auto text and your commands. It's really easy. You can add as many as you like, and it's just a case of adding them down here and taking it through. So what I'll do is I'll just show you how you can use this software in different applications. If we use Word as an example. Dear Mrs. Smith, comma, new paragraph. Thank you for attending the demo of DPA, full stop. I hope you found the overview of this solution to be clear, comma, and also relevant to you. So it's very precise. Out of the box, the engine is the best one that we have on the market. It's minimal training. You don't really need to teach it anything. It will pick up your dialect from the get-go. What you might have noticed is I said demo, it's typed out demonstration. I also said DPA and it's typed out Dragon Professional Anywhere. That's just me being, well, lazy or efficient, depends how you look at it. Shortening the words or the abbreviations just saves me that bit of extra time. Full stop, new paragraph. As promised, comma, please find below some information on this software for you to share with internal stakeholders, semicolon. New paragraph. Insert technical DPA benefits. So what I've also done here is where in my job I talk about this product quite a lot, I'm often asked for the technical benefits. Excuse me. So instead of me saying them or typing them out every time, I just have a shortcut. So I say insert technical DPA benefits and it brings up this list of benefits. Again, you can just manage them in your Dragon bar menu here in your auto texts. I will just bring that back. New paragraph. If you would like to arrange a follow-up meeting with your colleagues to demonstrate DPA, then just let me know, full stop. I'll add my contact details below, semicolon. New paragraph. Insert my contact details. New paragraph. Look forward to working with you, full stop. Again, I've just added my contact details here via a shortcut. That means I don't have to format it and say it out loud each time. So far, so good. What you can also do is you can go back and you can edit this text using your voice. So let's find an example. Select highly customizable. Bold that. Select maintenance. Underline that. Go to end. New paragraph. Insert email close. So there we go. It's really quick to react to what I'm saying. And if this is the document I wanted to send out, it's done. It's ready to go. You can add different words in, you can customize your vocabulary. If it recognizes an error in there, then you can also change that with your voice. So it's a nice piece of kit. I can do exactly the same in Outlook if I take you there. So new email, scratch that, create new email, Harriett Robbins, tab, subject field, DPA, tab, hi Harriett, comma, new paragraph. Hope you're well. And you get the idea here. What I've done, because DPA doesn't recognize all of the Windows programs itself, I've added in different commands. Therefore, I can use my voice to navigate through the fields. I can also use my voice to create the new email initially. That was my mistake because I changed a few of my commands and the spoken form of them. So when it came up with new email in a window, you might have seen, that's what we call the dictation box. And that basically will come up. I will show you actually. So if I start to speak here, I don't have my cursor placed anywhere, therefore it doesn't know where it wants to put the text. So what it's going to do is bring up the dictation box. And that means that it's still recording what you're saying, you're still creating the text, it's just not going into a field. If then you wanted to move that somewhere else, you can either copy and paste it from here, or you can open up a new field. For example, if we went back here, transfer text. So I can just move that text I created here into somewhere else. And that's the idea behind it. You can kind of use the software anywhere. So it'll work in Word, it'll work in Outlook. You've also got the option to dictate directly into Google Chrome, for example. So I was just playing around with it earlier. Harriett Robbins, tab, harriett.robbins@alldigital.com, tab, 12345. So it'll work directly into Chrome as well. If there was an application it wouldn't, talk to, then you would just have the dictation box come up where you'd be able to transfer the text. So hopefully that gives you a flavor of the software, how easy it is to use. It's so simple to install. It's a really quick job, especially when you're looking at it as a cloud solution. But I'll go back to the presentation now. Thank you. Cool. So hopefully that all made sense to you. I had a bit of a cold, so excuse the coughing that went on. So all of that is great, but what you can also do is you can replicate all of those auto texts in your phone. So whether you're iOS or Android, it doesn't matter. You can use your voice profile in your phone. So the idea is that one day we'll be allowed to go wherever we want, whenever we want. We'll be able to go to meetings or whatever it might be. And what this is designed for is to capture what you want to say while you're on the go. You don't need to be sat at your PC with a professional microphone in order to create the text. You can create it on your phone. So there's just some screenshots here just to show you what the application looks like. This is what it looks like when you first open it up, not terribly exciting. But what I did here is I just inserted a basic meeting template. So I used my voice to say insert basic template, and then it's brought me up with some fields. So those square brackets are called a field. And what I did is I basically just told it what the date was, said next field, completed that one, said next field, and worked my way through. So it's just all using my voice. I didn't have to type anything. Probably good for like when it's cold outside and you're wearing gloves. What you can do, you can see at the bottom of the screenshot, the third icon along is like a piece of paper with a folded edge. You just press that to copy it to your clipboard, and then you can paste that text into an email or WhatsApp or whatever you want to use to share that text, or you can just save it and come back to it later. But don't forget any abbreviations, like where I'm saying DPA and it's typing out Dragon Professional Anywhere, or any of the custom words or formatting will all be on your phone as well. So it shares the same voice profile. And just to kind of wrap things up, Dragon's a really popular product, especially Dragon Professional Individual. It's the go-to for lots of people. But just wanted you to see, this is just a snapshot of some of the Dragon products we do. There is so many. You can have different languages, you can have medical vocab, you can have legal vocab now as well. There's consumer products, there's business products, there is so many. So if you do have anyone who wants to explore Dragon, I'd say get Dyslexia Box involved. I can get involved and we can qualify it from the get-go, just to make sure that whoever's using this software is using the right piece of kit in the right way. Train them to make sure they can appreciate all of the options available in the software. So yeah, that's kind of it from me. Because we're a Dutch company, we like to say dankjewel, which means thank you. And if anybody wanted to test this software or look at a pilot, we're more than happy to set that up. We can set you up for 7 or 14 days. Use and abuse the product, test it, and let us know what you think. But that is it from me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Harriet. What an amazing presentation there.
Thank you.
For me, I love watching presentations about Dragon. For being a user of Dragon for many years, seeing all new things that keep appearing. So there has been one question that I actually don't know the answer to, which is not normal for me, and that is, will Dragon Anywhere work in a Citrix environment?
Yes, it is the best product in an environment like that. Yes.
That's good. That's what I thought it would do, but I was like thinking, I don't actually know the answer to that question. So no, it's definitely interesting. And of course, I know that lots of people say, how does it work? You've already kind of said about accents. It's pretty good. What's your thoughts about when you train it? Do you think that if you're using it, say, in a noisy environment, you should train it in a noisy environment to get the best quality?
Yeah, definitely. If you train it at home when no one else is around and then you try and use it in a noisy environment, it's not going to do the same job. So yeah, train it where you're going to use it, definitely.
That's fine. Sorry, Harry, it's really hard for me to hear you. So that was what I was like. I'm telling our guys here, just turn it up a little bit, and they've done it now, so it's fine. I can hear them now. It's just we don't want to feedback me. No, it was a brilliant presentation, Harriet. Thank you so much for taking part. I've got to say we have to I've also seen a few comments about your headset because your headset I take it's a Dragon one, isn't it?
It's not. It's a Philips headset.
It's Philips
called.
headset.
Yeah, it's called the Speech One, and it's designed for speech recognition. So hopefully I'm nice and clear.
No, yeah. I take it's Bluetooth as well, isn't it?
It's not. It's called lossless technology, I think. It has a little dock that sits on my desk. It's wireless charging. It's got a magnet in it. Chuck it on at the end of the day. And it lasts me all day, which is brilliant because I'm always talking.
Yeah, no, I think that's a brilliant concept. No, that's that's one of the things then we need to talk to Dyslexia Box to get hold of. And like Harriett said, if you talk to Dyslexia Box, they can also talk to you how to get hold of the trials from ORdigiNAL and anything like that. So do contact them. So thank you very much, Harriett. What we're going to do is we're going to take a 5-minute break, and then I'm going to come back. We've got a few questions that people have asked over the day, and I'm going to wrap up the day for you for all those that are watching on the live stream. Thank you again, Harriett, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.